Hey guys, Jeff Kach here. It is April 1st, Fool's Day at almost 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm making my first real video. Here is a picture of my screen from Pearson, and I got my little contraption here. I wanted to show it to you. This is what it looks like. So I wanted to tell you, this is the desk. Anyway, let's see if we can accomplish some work. So let me get this clicked on and see what we can do. Just give me a second here. And hopefully nothing falls down while I'm doing this. Okay, let's see if I can raise it up just a little bit more so I get the whole page in. Okay. Okay, there it is. Anyway, the videos can only be about 10 minutes because they will take too long to download and you'll never get to see them. So let me do my thing here. Anyway, this is 7.3. I know most of you have done it, but I'm going over it anyway. If you're multiplying two radicals and you have the same little root in the upper corner, that's the two ends, you can actually multiply the insides together. If also you have something already multiplied, you can separate them. So let's do it. So if you're multiplying the first one, you just simply make sure the little numbers are the same in the corners here. Okay, those are the roots. If they are, you can just actually multiply 6 times 5 and get square root of 30. That's it. Number 2, if you are multiplying and you have the same roots in the corners, that's cube roots, you can actually write a little cube root and you can multiply again. And you keep that little root in there. 2 times 3 is 6. So let's expand it a little bit more. If you still have square root and square root, you can multiply again. And then simplify, and you get 5 times 6 is 30, AB. Let's keep going. Since you don't have to write anything, all you got to do is watch. So let's multiply the top. 7p times 5, 6 times q. Put a fraction line in between. And you get 35p over 6q. Okay, now simplifying square roots. You're looking for perfect squares that go into 12. So here is the perfect square table. 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared, 7 squared, 8 squared, 9 squared, 10 squared. Just showing you. Okay, and let's use a red marker so you get to see what it looks like. 1 squared is 1. 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100. So what is the square root of 12? Give me the biggest perfect square in red that goes into 12 evenly, and that would be 4. And the other number that multiplies to give you 12 is 3. And what is the square root of 4? It's 2. And bring over the 3. Done. If you're doing 27, what is the biggest perfect square over here that goes into 27? And that would be 9. And 9 times what is 27? 3. So the square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 3 is 3. And you are done. So I am checking it out. We are a little slanted still. I'm still improvising, but we're getting a little better. Okay. Let's see if I can make this closer this time. I'm going to move it down a little bit. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Okay, let's keep going. Square root of 175. what is the biggest perfect square that goes into 175? And that would be 25. And 25 times what is 175? And that would be 7. And you also have y to the 8th power. Now the square root of 25 is 5. Now remember, there is an invisible little 2 here. So how many 2's go into 8? And that is 4. If there's a leftover, you'll write it inside the radical sign. If not, you're done with the y's. So what we have left is a 7. Okay. I am checking out my screen. We're looking good. I'm moving stuff around a little bit just so I can get a little closer. Okay, let's do it with this one. Remember, there's a little 2 here. 2 goes into 8 4 times. Nothing left over. Done with the x's. 2 goes into 7 3 times. And there is 1 left over, so you write it inside. You could put a little 1 or no little 1. Okay, number 9. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to divide that little 5 into each exponent. 5 goes into 6 1 time. And there is 1 left over, so you can put it under the square root sign. 5 goes into 8 1 time. And there are 3 left over, so put that inside. 5 goes into 9 once. And there are 4 left over, so that is C4. Okay, let's check out this one. Let's multiply. 6 times 33 is 198. Now, cannot be simplified, so we need a perfect square along the side here. In red, what is the highest number that goes into 198 evenly from the red? That's your perfect squares. I believe it's 9. 9 times 2, 9. Okay. Times 29. Square root of 9 is 3. And bring the 29 down. Okay. This is a big 2. I'm sorry I didn't write it big enough. Okay, when you were multiplying, always multiply the outsides first and the insides next. 5 times 15 is 75. And we got a to the 7th times a to the 3 is a to the 10th. Or remember, you're adding when you're multiplying. Okay, leave the 6 alone. And we need a perfect square. Okay, a perfect square that goes into 75. The highest perfect square is just 25. Okay, 25 times 3. And you can just bring a to the 10th over. Okay, on my last line here, square root of 25 is 5. And remember, there's a little individual 2 there. 2 goes into, I'm sorry, you still have a 3 left inside. And 2 goes into 10 5 times, so that's a to the 5th. And you still got that 6 outside, so we end up with 30, a to the 5th, square root of 3. And that is my first video. Hopefully you get to see it. Tomorrow I'll introduce you, my next video, I'll introduce you to my 2 pets in the house. Anyway, that was fun. Take care. Bye.